Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. Welcome to your 5-card draw. What do I need read for this new moon in Capricorn to full moon in Cancer, December into January 2023. I am your reader, Angelo Lyons, Mal for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998, author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch, available on Kindle. There is a link in the description box. You can preview it for free, and that just opens my heart, as does being a creator on Patreon. Patreon.com/Drawing the Circle. Do check it out. We've been on there a year. We have 8 levels of subscription. You can join at from Seeker at one end to God Goddess on the other. All of my subscribers get to see me every morning with an unlisted YouTube live stream link so they can chat with me, this kind of chat. A cup of coffee in my hand, bathrobe, doing it with the laptop over on the couch, talking about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications, a little prayer, a little blessing to send us on our way. And it's my favorite way to start the day, even though it rhymes. I just love it. All of my subscribers also get all the extendeds, the part 2s to the part 1s on YouTube. Yeah, you can Vimeo on demand. There are links in those description boxes for that. But all of my subscribers get all the past, present, and future extended reads, and there's quite a number of them on there. So if you are interested in a deeper dive, Scorpio that you may be, more magic, more miracles, more mysticism, more Mal, come Patreon on Patreon. I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons. Feel that, Scorpios. And then just call me Mal. Hi, I'm in a good mood. Let's roll with it. These are my favorite series to do, the 5-card draws. They're the fastest and they're the most fun. Why? Because it's a waxing moon read. But if you're new to the channel, a 5-card draw is just one card from 5 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about a waxing moon timeline. In this case, a Friday to a Friday, a new to full. We'll get there in a minute. These 5 decks also represent the 5 magical elements: fire, earth, air, water, and spirit, to help you fine-tune your spell work, your manifestation process, your law of attraction, who's he, what's his, Abraham Hicks me, to another dimension, whatever works for you to plant a seed at the new and tend it, help it grow to fruition at the full. And this is an interesting timeline. We're, again, a Friday to a Friday, the new moon in Capricorn, Friday, December 23rd, 5:17 a.m. That's in New York, Eastern Time. Chiron goes direct that day. Chiron, the wounded healer, an asteroid in the sign of Aries. And in the holidays, that could be interesting. So if you speak the language of astrology, you know, that's hitting everybody, not just Aries. And then, of course, we've got Mercury retrograde in Capricorn, hence this new moon might be hopeful. Oh, there's also a video I did, a spell for Mercury retrograde on my channel. It's a very, very simple thing, but might be helpful. But that, yes, Mercury goes retrograde in Capricorn December 29th, will go direct January 18th, obviously 2023 next year. But before it goes direct, we have the full moon in Cancer, again, a Friday, January 6th, 7:08 p.m. Eastern. Now, my point is they're both on Fridays, days of Venus, vendredi, mon ami, mes amis, right? So to cast some kind of love, something or other in Capricorn, 10th house, highest potential, slow and steady wins the race, to then grow it, expand it, manifest it, whatever words you want to use, to the full moon in Cancer, the home, cardinal, so from cardinal earth to cardinal water. That could be really powerful, so that when the moon rides at her peak, which will be on that Friday, the 6th, then ye heart's desire seek. So just saying, could be very, very fun for all of the signs. So look, it's a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs. Maybe you got 4 different seeds you want to plant. Maybe your sun, moon, rising, Venus sign can give you clues, tips, and hints about one really important one. So check the titles. If you see a repetition of words, that's usually a hint. Otherwise, both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. I will do the best that I can to get both you and the cross watchers the information, inspiration, energy, clues, tips, and hints to help you manifest your heart's desire, your element of fire. Our first card down, because your heart's desires are part of what you came in to do in this lifetime, and the more of us that are doing it, it gets better for everyone on the planet. And cross-watchers, if you apply this to yourself, you'll be manifesting something, or even might just even give you some insight into the Scorpio you are cross-watching for, shall we? Oh, it's a lot of explanation. Let's shift to divination, and I do that in the still point. Breathe. Still point. Yeah, this is a Scorpio read. Using the magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. For the element of fire, I call upon the ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism. Oh, yeah. For the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers. Watching this video, receiving this reading, what is the magical spell card? Just to give them a clue, a tip, a hint about their element of fire. What they yearn for, what they burn for, what their heart's desire, part of their soul contracts of what they came in to manifest. This new to full December, January. Safe travel. Someone else got this. Where is it? That's why I have them in front of me. This is what I mean. Treasuring soulmate. Safe travel. Taurus got this, your opposite sign. Now, I happen to know a Scorpio who is married to a Taurus, and they usually travel. So there we go. I will be sending this link to that person if they don't catch this one, right? That's what I mean. So the spell fragment, keep me safe and let me roam far away, but bring me home. That's lovely. Good. Good. And keeping in mind the home Cancer full moon in January. Oh, lovely. Oh, this might be a simple one. Let's see. I mean, that could mean astral travel, interdimensional, blah, blah, blah. You do you. You are Scorpios. You know, opening portals to other dimensions, you know, as you do. Okay, let's ground that with the element of Earth, the Crystal Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. I love this deck so much, and the photography is gorgeous of the different stones. So if by chance you happen to have the stone that hits the table, so to speak, it's certainly great to use as an amulet to push away, a talisman to draw toward, a gratitude stone, a reminder that you have an intention in play from seed to fruition over a 2-week period. Please take a nice deep breath. Oh, and if you don't have the stone, clear quartz does everything. Grab a rock, whatever. Breathe. Still point. As I call upon my beloved Archangel Ariel, one of the archangels of the north, powers of Earth, hence the Crystal Oracle, Archangel of Lyons, Archangel of Nature, the animals, the vegetables, the minerals, as well as the Archangel of Wealth. And we're talking Scorpio, money, sex, power here, with safe travel in their element of fire. So what is the element of Earth? The fuel to feed that fire to ground and manifest their heart's desire. This new to full. Hard to say, Chrysoprase, which is the name actually of a Terry Pratchett character. The Discworld, Chrysoprase. I might have a piece of Chrysoprase laying around the house. You never know. People give you gifts, you forget. You know, a lot of rocks. 'Tis the season. Chrysoprase, fertility, love, compassion, truth, uplifting. I will put this like this when we're done so we can come back to that, because that's a lot. Obviously an emotional vibe here. Chrysoprase helps open the heart center, there you go, and allows you to feel the presence of divine unconditional love. That sounds lovely. You are entering a fertile period that will enable you to creatively express your true nature in a loving and compassionate way. Well, that's nice for the holidays, or at least this phase of them. Through this, you will give birth to new ideas that reflect and align with your true essence. That's manifestational process, right? You take it from the 8th chakra down into the root chakra, hits the Earth's electromagnetic field, and bam, it manifests. All you would love to create, manifest, and achieve is now possible. provided you remain true to yourself. And, you know, that is a big part of safe travel just in life every day. Listen to what your heart is saying. Be guided by your intuition, Scorpio, and you will create the success and fulfillment you so rightly deserve. Many wondrous experiences are in store for you, and that sounds like a literal travel in some way, shape, or form. You know, even if it's traveling to like where you used to live, like going back to see friends and family. Life review. I just had, if you're following me on Patreon, you know this. I had the Toyota RAV4 time machine experience this past week, seeing friends from 30 years ago and visiting places I used to live around the corner from but don't anymore. You get the gig. So, you know, with Mercury retrograde, that could totally be some of that reviewing, re-seeing things. Oh, and that spell I did for, the spell for Mercury retrograde goes into it. I talk about the retrogrades before we actually cast, so if you're interested, it's there. But this is lovely. Chrysoprase, fertility, love, compassion, truth, and uplifting, which certainly a safe travel rather than a treacherous, terrifying one, I think, can be exactly that. All right, element of air. Healing with the Angels Oracle. 2 ways to do this. Usually they're synchronistic. One is whatever the words are. Element of air is thought. Think it. Fire needs air. Air does not need fire. So the thoughts that you think to fuel, to stoke the element of fire, your heart's desire of safe travel with love and compassion and uplifting and all of that. But these are also healing angels. Angels only come when they're called. You don't stir an angel, you don't summon an angel, at least not anymore. That's not my training anymore. Drawing triangles on the floor and chalk on my wood floor. I'm not. But you call like an invitation and they will come. So rather than just, you know, general, that's why we use these, so it gives you a little bit more, you know, you want to pray, light a candle, light some sage, something, element of air. But let's see who's ready to fly in. Please take a nice deep breath. That feels good. Still point. Call upon the angels and archangels of water, the sign of Scorpio, powers of the west, the Gabrielites, the angels of healing waters in the portal of the west. Please, one card in clarity for the Scorpio collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, that powers of the west, including the river Styx. Please, who are the angels waiting in the wings with the wings, ready to swoop in and help at the slightest invitation? The element of air to stoke that fire, their heart's desire. Maybe if that's not their heart's desire of safe travel, then their heart's desire requires safe travel with that love, that compassion, the fertility, right, the manifesting of ideas, being truthful about who they are and how they feel in that uplifting way. Wow, this new twofold, divine guidance, the healing angels of divine guidance will heal you so you can acknowledge and follow the divine guidance already within you. And what was Chrysoprase saying? Listen to your heart. The divine is never going to say, burn down the village. Right? They're never going to say, right, piss in their gas tank. That's not it. That is not divine guidance, right? No. Scorpios, like, I don't know you. Please, I have an older brother who's a Scorpio. I know Scorpios pretty well. Dated a bunch of you too. You know, that thing of doing this with compassion and love. If we knew what that was like all the time, we wouldn't need prayer and meditation or spiritual practice or readings, right? No, we're absolutely all in a learning curve for that, and there's always a higher truth. And whatever you call the divine, what would the healing angels of divine guidance do? Well, divinely guide you to healing as well as heal your divine guidance, maybe make you a channel of that divine guidance with compassion and uplifting. I mean, this feels really, really good. I was like, oh, it felt so warm. I'm an empath. I get it emotionally first, Pisces moon. And then they start to chat up here. And between that, the throat chakra's got to make sure the words come out as close to clear as possible. Mercury retrograde. Not yet, though. because we got your element of water, the Whispers of Love Oracle by Angelo Hartfield. This often turns the party because there's the romance and the touch me cards in here. But regardless, it is the voices of the higher selves of all involved, not just you, but anybody else involved in this. And one would think there are others involved with this. So please take a nice deep breath. Let's see if the party turns. Still point. Call upon the higher selves of all involved. 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above. What is the whisper of love? For that Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign or cross watcher watching this video, receiving this reading, the element of water, the energy in motion that we experience as emotion when we're in physical bodies and have glands, right? Instead of just chakras, we got glands associated with those chakras, right? Bringing it into a physical form. So, you know, what is the piece of information, inspiration, insight needed? The emotional part of this, the divine love part of this, to help them manifest their heart's desire, safe travel with the compassion and the uplifting and there's a lot of those. Compassion, the fertility is important, truth, their authenticity, which of course is going to uplift themselves and others with the healing angels of divine guidance. All they have to do is ask. They're going to be there, but they won't come unless you call. So the element of water, the whisper of love, this full to new to full, consider your foundations. Consider your foundations. You're being asked to look at how committed you are to love. And here's the tea. It's not that you're not committed to love. That's not the implication. The implication is that sometimes divine guidance can push your envelope, right? That's why we have challenges in this, and hence the safe travel, right? Keep me safe and let me roam far away and bring me home. Like, I'm going to go see family over the holidays. That's why I'm getting these done early. I'm trying to stick to a schedule that doesn't burn me out. Driving up literally Christmas Day, coming back the 29th when Mercury goes retrograde, because I figure, hey, it's a retrograde. I'm going back home. That's okay. Right? Taconic Parkway. Right? Enjoy the ride. But to keep that in process, I'm going to be seeing people. And why not consider your foundation and do it safely, energetically, with compassion, without abandoning yourself in the process. Look, who didn't grow up with abuse, neglect, codependence, and loss in some way, shape, or form? Maybe you got 2 out of 3. Maybe you got none of them. Blessed be. But I don't know anybody who doesn't have those 4 ego wounds in some way, shape, or form. So, you know, you may be pressed a little here, Scorpio, to travel safely. But if you're being asked to consider how committed you are to love, that can be for yourself, that can be for the family and tribal relationships, root chakra, one-on-one relationships with another person, and solar plexus, your relationship to yourself, can certainly be all of that, and a side of Scorpio fries. So let's get your last card down, the Matcon healing mantra, because it's good to have a mantra to focus on, right? So you get a piece of chrysoprase or whatever trips your Scorpio stinger trigger, cast the spell for safe travel, because you want to have something like that on you, right? My lucky tiger's eye, right? I'm doing that. Calling in the healing angels of divine guidance, which is the best GPS you're ever going to get, one would think, with the intention of really feeling out how committed are you to love. That is an emotional thing. You can think about it as much as you want, but be authentic and truthful about how you feel, because we don't all feel the same way about every commitment, right, in our lives necessarily. The healing mantra, the card of spirit to charge this sucker. Please take a nice deep breath. Particularly with fertility, that too, that means a lot. Throat chakra choices, Scorpio. Still point. Alright, here we go. I'm going to call upon the Ascended Masters of the General Assembly, because the type of travel this is, right, considering foundations, this could be about so many different things, but it does feel like relationships in many ways, shapes, and forms, which can mean familial, family, friends, co-workers, right, the holiday parties, as well as lovers and ex-lovers and all that. So please, one card in clarity for my beloved Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. Watching this video, receiving this reading, leave the card in my hand, the perfect mantra to help them, the element of spirit, to align this, to energize it, to be inspired, to manifest their heart's desire of or involving safe travel, needing, requiring safe travel in their element of fire, with that Christ of praise, energy of compassion and uplifting and authenticity, truth, fertility, to bring their ideas into physical manifestation, calling on the healing angels of divine guidance, which is much bigger than those two words can really convey, as they emotionally consider their foundations. How committed are they to live in this situation? In this situation, oh, they agree with me, totally committed. Oh, they don't, screw them, right? You know, that's a possibility for one or two people watching this video, I'm sure. So please let them have it right between the eyes, the third eye, actually. What do you got for them? The perfect healing mantra to manifest their heart's desire this beautiful December, January 2023. Releasing expectations, only the highest possibilities come to be, whether I envision them or not, and Libra just got this one. It's the reading I did less than an hour ago. So, like I said, check your other signs. You got anything with Libra? You dealing with the Libra? Are you know? And then interesting, Taurus had the travel one, your opposite. So it's interesting. That's why I have Virgo power. I got a clipboard, but let's see what Mr. Khan has to say. I actually love this a lot because we all have things that we want, but you know, an expectation can be, oh, I hope I get it. I hope I get it. I can't believe I just chorus lined us. Chorus line. But it can be, oh God. Oh no, do we have to go? Do we have to go? Right? That's just as much of an expectation. So breathe this one in. Releasing expectations. Only the highest possibilities come to be, whether I envision them or not. When you release expectations, it is no longer your job to be in control of reality. These are Scorpios we're talking about. Good luck. You are a soul birthed from the fabric of destiny, where only the perfection of universal will takes shape and form. Now, your soul knows that. Your ego will never really fully accept that. And the personality, the character you play in this world has to choose. Release expectations. They are the seeds of heartbreak, or Shakespeare said something similar. Once expectations are released, a life beyond your wildest imagination is given permission to enter your reality. And that's what I think this is saying about being compassionate, and you're traveling safely, energetically, emotionally, maybe dealing with family, people you don't want to talk to, but you just can't get away from it, right? It's what's written in the script. This mantra is ideal for having more faith, learning how to trust divine guidance, not anybody else is out here necessarily, right? This way, if this way confirms it, lovely, but this first, then maybe that. Can you tell him I have Italian blood? And alleviating disappointment, because expectations are the seeds of disappointment. I don't remember the exact Shakespeare quote. I'm a perpetual paraphraser who loves alliteration. So we're going to do a blessimation. That rhymed. Unintentional rhyme. Well, the gods are always in the room. What can I tell ya? A combination of a blessing and a summation. We do the blessings for realsies. This is actually rather lovely. And at the end of that, I'll release all of you by letting the goofy out of the cage, because it's been so restrained all along. Please take a nice deep breath. It's my favorite part. Still point. Here Here we go. I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for the beloved Scorpio collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs and cross watchers out there watching this video, receiving this reading. Hey, Pam. May they be blessed with all that they need. This lovely new twofold over the holidays, that they can release expectations, because only the highest possibilities come to be, whether they envision them or not, whether they're overthinking positive or overthinking negative. Only the highest possibilities will come to be. And so they can really reconsider their foundations. How committed are they to different relationships, but not just with people, with themselves, with their body, with, I don't know, pizza. How committed are they to their relationships? And certainly calling upon the healing angels of divine guidance, which is simple as saying, I know that I don't ultimately know. Please show me, help me, heal me, angels of divine guidance, and watch what happens. And doing that with the truth of the authenticity, the fertility they have to take an inspiration and bring it down into physical manifestation, right? Their ability to be compassionate and understand that everybody's on a learning curve, and that the divine is never going to tell them, yeah, you're right, they're assholes. No, they're not. It's not the people, it's the pattern of pain they're possessed with, right? So that they can compassionately make their way and manifest their desires, their heart's desires of travel. However, that word travel pertains to the Scorpio collective and the Sun Watchers. In other words, keep them safe and let them roam far away, then bring them home for the well-being of all and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. So would it be. So it is. Man, do that before you leave the house every day. I would. I might. We'll see. Did you like it? Then hit the thumbs up, Scorpio. Use that stinger tail and hit the thumbs up. Help other Scorpios and cross watchers find this thing. And if you want more of me here on YouTube, subscribe. I'm tired of saying it, but you gotta, hit the notification bell, because I'm gonna be traveling. I'm gonna try and put out content here every day, but some of it's gonna be reels and some of it might be, me and my mom. I don't know. But so, hit the notification bell and it will notify you. Amazing coincidence of that. But if you want the deeper dive, for sure you will see me every morning on Patreon. $3 a month. Seeker gets you the dailies and the extendeds. God's Goddesses gets you everything. Start off at Seeker and work your way up as you so choose, or leave after a month. You do you. But I love it over there. It is my favorite thing on planet Earth right now, and I just love it. So check it out. Come Patreon on Patreon. And of course, clients come first. I am, after all, a Virgo. You can get this far by now. Put clients first, ladies and germs. So clients come first. You want to book a reading? There's a link in the description box. Booking a reading with Mal explains everything you ever wanted to know about booking a reading with Mal, but perhaps we're afraid to ask. Otherwise, please, I love you. I have so many Scorpios in my life, male, female, trans, just the whole nine, and I love each and every one of all of you, known and unknown. So wishing you the very best and the very blessed of this manifestational fun fest with your safe travel. I love you. Hang in there. Heal, hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.